Hello and welcome to the weekend review of week beginning 8th of February 2021. For disclaimer, please refer to chartvideo.com/disclaimer. What a week it had been. Strong upside move post the budget. It was reflected in Nifty with a 1200 point rise and more than 5000 point rise in Bank Nifty. We guessed it just one day ahead of the budget that somewhere down the line shorts are trapped in Bank Nifty. This particular portion gave the clue that post budget we may have an upside rally. Will it sustain? Let's see. When market is moving up and it's at an all-time high, the psychological numbers on Friday, it did hit a psychological number of 15,000 and from there it retraced. Well, psychological numbers will become resistances. But all the same, the trend as of now remains up. First major support which comes to my mind is 14,753 in any downside movement. If this particular level is visited, rather I would say it this way, 14,750, that would be a place to go long again. In case this particular level which is at around 14,650 is violated, well, a downside move may come. Till then, there is no point, and I would say it would be foolishness to say a top has been made. Ride the trend, stay with it, and enjoy. Let's quickly have a look at the indicators. In Nifty, the ADX as of now is flat. Well, index making an all-time high, ADX not responding. Somewhere down the line, some black cloud might be forming. Well, these are just initial days. Some divergence in ADX has also cropped up. As you can see that the ADX failed to make a new peak in this particular rally, and here too a new peak has not yet been formed. The entire phenomenon may play itself out in next 1 month, 2 months, 1 week, whatever be it, I don't know well, but it will certainly have its effect, and when it does, we will be coming up and we will be seeing it. Just by seeing 1 day's divergence, just by seeing a small divergence, a small signal that ADX is not supporting the uptrend, we should not take it for granted that the uptrend is over. What story is the RSI telling? Well, RSI had bullish divergences, positive hidden divergences. The RSI made a lower low here. The price did not. Well, thereafter it played itself out. Right now what we are seeing, certainly there is a divergence by any means. The RSI has failed to make a new high, whereas price is at an all-time high. In such a scenario, what is important to us is the equilibrium line at 50. In case RSI breaks below the 50 line, well, we should be worried that major trend suddenly may change. But as of now, it did go below, but however, it did not move into the oversold area. It came at around 737 odd levels and then bounced back. Well, this itself shows that the indicator is refusing to stay below the equilibrium line for a sizable period of time, which, given the benefit of doubt, I always say price is supreme till a breakdown of the indicator happens below the equilibrium line. Let's take it this way, the trend may remain on the upside. Dip should be used to buy, and as I told you, 14,750 would be a good level to enter again on the long side. Moving to the 30-minute charts of Nifty futures, what do we observe here? Well, the ADX as of now is moving downwards and is placed at 28 odd levels. The previous time we had a strong upside in ADX, our market or our Nifty had moved down. Thereafter, ADX was moving down. We had some 1 or 2 days of flat days here. The upside move began. ADX2 moved on the upside. In the process, it made a U-turn, and this U-turn is quite significant in nature. Well, ADX making an U-turn generally indicates quite a fast move, and a fast move we did get. However, ADX here had not been able to cross the previous peak, nor in this movement too. So ADX divergence is being created. Right now it is placed at 28. It needs to be seen whether we get a U-turn from here or not, or ADX goes further down. In the former case, if ADX makes a U-turn, we might get another strong move in the direction of the dominant DMI. In case ADX falls below, comes towards the 10, 12 or 14 level, we might expect quiet days. For some days, 1 or 2 days of quiet days is always good in a major bull market. This ADX for your reckoning is on 30-minute chart in Nifty future. I believe this particular indicator will be giving you a major signal in coming 1 or 2 days time. Moving on to derivative segment, the put call ratio in the previous week when we discussed was at 0.91. The market moved up, the put call ratio too moved up and is presently placed at 1.41. Previous week we had discussed this particular graph of put call ratio when it was at 0.91, and I had said, well, the values appear to be quite on the lower side and a bounce in this particular value is expected. So did it happen, but as you can see till now what has happened is it is lacking the buoyancy which was visible in the early part of 2021, or even for that matter in the month of November and December of 2020. If this particular put call ratio does not improve, in that case a trading market may come up. Well, a trading, and I do repeat, I had told earlier also that somewhere down the line we might be entering into a broad trading range for Nifty, which might consolidate in a major way for 2-3 months and then take its next course of action. Put call ratio as of now is indicating somewhere of that type. Well, the buoyancy seen in the month of November, December and early part of January is missing as of now. Let's see how the Nifty turns out in coming days. The put call ratio is saying a broad trading range likely.
Hi guys, me and Gautam Da have collaborated to bring a new course called Decoding Volume and Open Interest in Futures. Now what we're doing out here is we are going to analyze volume each and every days, what they say about the stock, what is going on in the stock. Then we take an indicator based approach to understand the volume cycle of a stock. The indicator is distributed freely in terms of Metastock, AmiBroker and TradingView code. After we analyze volume, we go to open interest, what open interest means, how open interest build up, what Y tells you about the nature of the stock, what is going on underlying the stock. Then we show you what is cumulative open interest, how to create a COI chart, and we also distribute an app free for lifetime where you can maintain your own COI database, look at it graphically and see how the cycle of a stock is changing. Now the app is free for lifetime. It does not need a data source. You can use the NSE Bhav copy to update the app on a regular basis. So after that we come to a quantitative model which is proprietary, which incorporates price, volume and open interest and picks up stocks which are about to take a large move. From a swing trading perspective, say 5 to 10 days, 3 days, 8 days, whatever. We teach you a method where to enter, how to give a stop loss and stuff. So that particular list also helps you to pick up stocks out of 140 future stocks on those stocks which are going to make a move. This particular course is purely positional in nature. But if you are a day trader, the stock selection, that stock's about to make a large move, you can keep that on your watch list, because in the next 3 to 4 days, stocks generally move during the day. So for day traders, it solves a problem of stock selection for day trading. This is all about the course. Me and Gautam have put our best into it. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome back. Moving on to open interest interpretation, a 1200 point rise in Nifty was seen from 13,709 to 14,930. In the process, what happened to the open interest buildup? Well, open interest changed sizably. Rather, I would say it this way, open interest increased with the increase in price. That shows the trend is healthy. In the previous downswing, we did not get any buildup in open interest. In this particular upswing, we are getting buildup in open interest. This does suggest, well, lower levels should be used to buy. Moving on to Bank Nifty, post the results, Bank Nifty made a surge of almost 5,000 points, rather more than 5,000 points, and presently is placed at around 35,650 odd mark. The nearest support for Bank Nifty comes to this particular high, which is at 32,842, by any means quite a huge area. Well, Bank Nifty may remain volatile with an upward bias. One has to be very careful in trading, for the nearest support is quite way off. We are having white candles. Perhaps this white candle's low, 34,238, by any means, that is also almost 2,000 points from the present place. Trading might be difficult in Bank Nifty. Let's go to the hourly charts. Let's go to the 30-minute chart and see if there is any special clue here. 30-minute chart is giving us some levels which can be used as entry level for the index. Here it is, the flat area at this place, which is at around 35,000 odd levels, can be used to enter into the market. Well, even then it's almost 650 odd points from the place where we are discussing. Can't help it. We had a strong move. We have to be prepared for small, such big type of violent swings as well. In the RSI has moved above the equilibrium line and is staying above it for a considerable period of time. This is indicating perhaps that the upside move may continue. ADX on 30-minute scale is at 42 and is cooling off. Some volatility can be expected. By volatility, I mean wild swings can be expected in this indicator, in this index, because we did get a U-shaped downward movement at this place in ADX. I had told you earlier, whenever we get U-shaped downward movement or whenever ADX falls from the top with a U-shape, we do get volatile movements, and most likely volatile movement may stay in coming week. From 30,300 to 35,666, well, I would say it this way, moving a open interest was certainly building up. Open interest, in fact, had started building up way before the movement began from 32,000. Overall, the trend appears quite healthy because open interest in a way has gone up substantially and the trend is also up. That means here too it indicates that the dip should be bought into. Let's see, wait for a dip, enter long. That's what I would be planning for the next week. All the best. See you next week.